Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast for our prediction of Fastlane. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, the one and only Phil KOE, joined by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only, the reigning, defending, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion,
Tony G. Like, subscribe, and let's get started.
So, let's start off with what will probably be the opening match, which will be ALMAS versus MYSTERIO.
Yeah.
I'm liking this, just all of their chemistry that they got. It's a good lead into WrestleMania season. Which,
undeniable. They've got a great, fluid layout of how they go through the motion of every match. It seems second nature. It's like they're not even trying. Mysterio's the vet here. ALMAS is the up-and-comer. I got to give this one to ALMAS just because I expect to see a big push in his future.
If this was WrestleMania, I would give it to Mysterio.
But it's not.
It's so
Fastlane.
I have to agree, this is the time to set the stage for Mania. And ALMAS is on his way out. The artist formerly known as Andrade Cien Almas, now just ALMAS. So, I think we're in agreement there.
Yep.
It's going to be the sleeper match of the night.
Oh, yeah.
People are probably going to be talking about that one the day after.
Best match in pre-show, no doubt.
Yes. So,
although it does actually have a pretty good contender with the Revival, we are assuming will be on the pre-show because of the great championship run they've had, getting beaten every week since winning the titles. Defending those titles against newcomers from NXT, Aleister Black and Ricochet. And the former champions,
glorious!
Bobby Roode, Chad Gable. So, I'll break it down real quick. Roode, Gable, this is coming to an end. They're probably, I'm pretty sure Roode's going to turn heel. It could happen here. I know.
Roode turn heel? No. A guy with a name like Roode turning heel?
Long time coming. He's one of the better heels. The fact that he's been a face since his call-up is a travesty. The Revival, as I
like the fact that Sting was kind of Josh and Bobby Roode when they were on Sting for Ric Flair's 70th birthday.
They've got a history together. I know.
Really?
I
was unaware.
The Revival, as I said before, they've been basically wasted since getting the titles. Still, congratulations to them. And then the
glad you finally arrived, gentlemen.
The up-and-comers, Black and Ricochet. Who you got?
As much as it would make sense to put it on Black and Ricochet, it really would, and you would kill their momentum if they didn't. I see the Revival walking away with the belts.
Fair enough. I'd like to pick the Revival here, but I don't know why. I don't see them retaining here, and I don't see Team Glorious getting them, so I gotta go with Black and Ricochet.
You don't think Glorious has a chance?
Not this time.
I want to take Black and Ricochet, and if they do win, congratulations to both of you gentlemen, but I don't see it happening. I think the Revival's going to hang on to it.
I think the NXT call-up's got this one. Moving on.
We got some difference, folks. And
what should be on the pre-show, but won't be, Nia Tamina versus Women's Tag Team Champions, Bayley and Sasha Banks. I had Nia and Tamina winning them outright at the Elimination Chamber. They did not. Fine by me. Do they win them here?
No. Bayley, Sasha go into Mania as the champions.
I agree 100%. Not much.
That gives you the positive momentum that you need for WrestleMania season because it's the most wonderful time of the year. WrestleMania season. Yes.
That much closer. But yep, I agree. I don't even expect it to be a very long match. I think it's going to be an iconic.
10 minutes tops.
Yeah, I think the Iconics are probably going to be the next challengers for their titles.
I would dig that at Mania. Yep. Sasha Bayley versus the Iconics.
Yep, I can get behind that.
Yes. And they seem to even know tag team wrestling moves.
Golly.
Who'd ever thunk it? Now, moving on to a team who really knows tag team wrestling moves. the Usos.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Miz and Shane, the greatest tag team in the world.
Yes, I mean, they don't even need to know tag team moves. They're so great.
6-time champs, the Usos, defending them against former champions Miz and Shane. What needs to be said here? Who you got? It's pretty simple in my opinion.
I got the Usos.
Yeah, it's the Usos.
They're going to go into Mania champions. Yep. This is going to help solidify a potential Shane Miz feud.
There you go.
And there's Shane's inevitable WrestleMania match. At least the Miz is getting some time.
Does Miz turn on him here?
If not here, the SmackDown after.
Yeah, there you go.
So
simple as that.
Now, moving on up the card, this one is going to be really the most competitive match of the card. I see this one going back and forth. Yeah, it's so competitive, my iPad shifted. Asuka versus Mandy Rose. Let's be honest here, folks. Like, I see this one being as competitive as Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott.
Okay.
I see that one being at least that competitive.
That's nice. So you've got Asuka.
Yes, I did.
I'm going with Mandy Rose. Why? Because she beat Asuka basically clean a couple weeks ago. She just smoked Naomi for no good reason other than to make her look even better. Asuka came out, laid waste to her and Sonya. Asuka got the last word in on the Go Home show. The push they've been giving Mandy Rose makes me think
it's going to be Asuka in under 4 minutes.
One other reason, Asuka supposedly took a nasty bump the other night at a house show and had to be helped out because of her neck. She might not be the champion because of that alone. They might be looking for a way to get the belt off of her so she can go rehab. I think this gives them the out. Mandy Rose gets that next step.
No, Asuka retains. Even if she's injured, she's going to try. As the great Stone Cold Steve Austin once said, when WrestleMania time rolls around, it don't matter what condition you're in, you pull your ass together and you perform. And I know Asuka's going to try to do the same. Even with...
Yep, she will. And you know what? You know what a great way to be 100% for WrestleMania would be? Miss Fastlane. But she's still going to do the match. You still got, what, another month before WrestleMania?
Asuka's retaining. She will drop the belt at Mania. I'm calling it here. If you think she's going to drop it due to injury, she'll drop it at Mania.
She's not going to lose
that
at
much
Mania.
of a trooper.
I don't think she's going to lose at Mania.
Well,
she did the job last year, and I don't think she's doing the job this year. Not 2 in a row, no.
Well, we have a couple of disagreements here, folks. Good. We got... all right. We got a couple of disagreements. So... moving on to the next match, we have Corbin, Lashley, and McIntyre, whatever you want to call them.
Dogs of War Part 2, I guess.
Versus, there
Thank
we go,
you.
we got 3, The Shield.
4.0, or we had like 4.2.
Don't worry too much about it.
Supposedly this is the final pairing of the 3, because supposedly Dean Ambrose... Yeah,
he's going nowhere.
Oh, yeah, no.
What?
He's
a
going
wrestler
nowhere.
working the fans and the promoter to get more money? That's never happened.
You know, side note, bird walk, but today I actually saw someone convinced that the Hogan, Jarrett, Russo Bash at the Beach thing was actually a shoot. So congratulations, Russo. You still have one convinced. So yeah,
really?
A wrestler
you had to bring up he who shall not be named of anybody? Like,
I had to mention it.
No. You turn around. You're in the dunce corner. You're grounded for a second. I'll take it from here. No, you need to know what you did. So I see this one basically being I'll let you know when you fie on you. So. I see Corbin, Lashley, and Drew basically jumping in and being a 3-man circle of jobbers, taking varying Shield moves. There's going to be about 2 minutes where everyone's going to be like, oh no, is Roman in trouble for something? And then Superman punch, spear, 1, 2, 3, yeah! Okay, now you can come back.
Yeah, but you're forgetting one thing. That's all exactly correct, but at the end of the match... The Shield's going to look defeated. It's going to look bleak. Their opponent's standing tall, looking like they will be victorious. And then, Braun comes out, scares the crap out of them, Shield wins. You don't even have to get involved. But you will see Braun. Because he's not on the rest of the card. He knows I'm right.
Yes. I don't
so you got the Shield, I got the Shield.
Yeah,
of course.
but by different means.
Yep.
I guess we'll make the Braun run in a tiebreaker.
Okay.
So,
sure.
So, moving on to the most convoluted match stipulation. I don't think anybody can even accurately name it.
Even though she won the Rumble and the right to face the champion, she has to now defend that right or earn it back. I don't even remember. And Ronda's the champ, but wasn't the champ, and is. I don't know. What I know
Charlotte's in, or she's out, or now she's gonna be champion, or couldn't be.
No, Becky's in, or she's not, or.
And then, but she could be champion, but now the match isn't for the championship. Yeah. Brilliant booking! This is just, you always love to have a storyline that everyone can follow easily. So yes, if you're at home watching this going, boy, that seems a bit confusing and convoluted. Yes! So is everyone else that is even mildly aware of this. But, all that being said...
Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, will it be a triple threat?
Champ, who you got?
Will it be a one-on-one?
Who you got, champ?
You know, the obvious choice here is Becky Lynch to get her into the match to make it the inevitable triple threat. Not gonna happen. Becky Lynch loses this match, Charlotte Flair wins, and then they still, for another month, make Becky chase it. Hell, by the time it's all said and done, it may very well be Ronda, Becky, one-on-one. But I think here is gonna be some schmozzery. Becky Lynch loses. You were going to pick Becky, weren't you? Until I said all that.
You know, it does sound logical, but guess what? Don't care. The winner of this match and the woman going to WrestleMania will be the man, Becky Lynch.
Boy.
Because that's going to blow the top off that arena.
Yeah, you just sealed Becky's fate.
I know. Every time I bet on Becky, no, I need to really not take her for WrestleMania.
Know why I'm not picking
for the sake of my own gorgeous flowing locks at Mania, I may not have to pick Becky.
You know why Becky is the bad pick here? She's the obvious choice, and nothing about this build-up has been obvious or straightforward. So, obviously, we want her in the match. Her winning this match would get her into that match, so she's not going to win this match. We're going to have to jump through some more hoops on the way to WrestleMania. So Charlotte will win this, so that way Charlotte doesn't have to win at Mania. It's all going to equal out on that 50-50 booking.
No, I'm sticking with Becky. Sticking with the man.
Looks like
for once, Becky, come through
for Tony G once again. And it's over
because of Becky.
Yep.
Becky, I'm pushing it all in on you, Becky, because I have a feeling for the main event or the co-main event. Because who's Brock wrestling?
Sable.
Moving right along, but probably true. Daniel Bryan saving the world again versus
Daniel Bryan.
How silly of me. Versus
returning Kevin Owens, who's quasi-face, instead of Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
So basically Vince doubled down on the swerve, change up the match thing again, and took Kofi out, put KO in. This is going to be a hell of a fun match. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
It'll be a good match,
It'll be a great match.
That being said, would you like to say on 3 who you think's going to win?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Daniel Bryan. I didn't even bother to throw in a Ronda by armbar, even though I kind of wanted to.
Doesn't need to. This is very simple. Daniel Bryan retains because he's going to defend the title at Mania against Kofi. That's why Kevin Owens was put in this match, to give us a good Fastlane match, Keep Daniel Bryan looking strong.
Keep the plate
Keep the
hot
belt.
for
Yep.
Danny B and Kofi.
Yep.
And could you have ever, like, even Kofi, could Kofi have even imagined himself a year ago potentially winning the world title at WrestleMania? Like, and that's what makes it such a beautiful story.
Oh, I'm sure he was really hoping to host it again.
Ouch, yeah! Went from hosting it to potentially wrestling for the world title. That's a trip.
I think, man, with Kevin Owens in this match, does it end up a three-way Bryan, Owens, Kofi? I don't think so.
No.
Maybe? We'll see how this
I don't
one
know.
finishes.
Like, this is what everybody hates to hear, but now Owens, one of my favorite wrestlers active right now. Not everybody gets to make Broadway sometimes. You can't put everybody on the show. And I would rather see Kevin Owens just sit this one out because he's fresh back from injury rather than just being thrown in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to see
So, if they don't have a good match for him, or at least they'll have some sort of, backstage segment.
Yeah.
Owens is going to be in the show, but I just don't want to see him just thrown in like that.
Right.
I would,
No, I agree. But another glaring something missing from this card, AJ Styles. Nowhere to be found on the card. Why?
Healing up for Mania.
Yep, we're building AJ Styles versus fucking Randy Orton. Because
Really?
Yes, because who doesn't want to see AJ Styles versus another pancake in Randy Orton? He already had to do Shane duty one year. Now you're going to make him do Randy duty? Really? Let's waste AJ Styles a little bit more.
Duty.
Well, this one's got duty written all over it, so hopefully AJ will turn
AJ
into a sandwich.
he knows how to turn it into salad.
I don't know, but overall, Fastlane, it's a pretty decent card. I don't think it's one we're going to be talking about at the end of the year by any means, but there are a couple matches on here that could turn out pretty fantastic.
And it will set the stage for WrestleMania.
Yes.
That's all that really matters, folks. And at Mania, tune in. It will be Tony G, Phil KOE, hair versus hair challenge. Loser? Tony loses, shaved bald. If I lose, I have to cut my gorgeous flowing locks, my luxurious glowing locks. Ladies, contain yourself. I know. I've been getting thousands, even millions of email and message requests saying, Phil, no, please, you owe it to the world not to. But I will keep my word. But I shall not lose, KOE Nation. Fear not. Join us!
Why don't you just pick Bobby Lashley and Becky Lynch and seal your fate now?
Join us, folks, for Fastlane, where I will capture the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Championship and set myself on the proper trajectory to whoa,